showtime. Honey, now don't worry. Just lie down. Come on, get into bed. We'll start timing the contractions.
I think one's coming on.
Okay.
Oh, yikes!
Blanche, cut it out. I'm trying to get some sleep.
Ma, Becky is in labor.
Dorothy. Dorothy. Well, that's that. Let's eat. I'm starved. It's time. No, you can't put it in brownies. I said no reefers, okay? Goodbye.
You know, Sophia, the problems you're having at work remind me of something that happened back in St. Olaf.
Please, dust reminds you of something back in...
Oh, hi, Rose. Out of the closet, I see.
Yeah, I'm back.
Look, I got a card from Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, read it out loud.
Dear Pussycat, I have everything I need, but it's hard to get a decent bikini waxed.
Oh.
Try to adapt to it. Rest when you need to, eat well, eliminate stress if you can. Right now, there is no cure, and no one thing that relieves symptoms in everyone. Right now, I'm afraid you'll just have to live with it.
Oh, why didn't they tell me, all those doctors I saw?
I'm sure some of them weren't familiar with it. And the ones who have heard about it sometimes have...
I'm only doing this because I have some more coffee left to drink. Small curd cottage cheese, please.
This is our town's biggest honor. Right after large curd. The point I'm trying to make is kids should enjoy being kids. They should be looking forward to their future.
I told you no.
I didn't know these were mashed potatoes. They don't have lumps like yours.
You want lumps, Salvador? I'll give you lumps.
Ma, I cannot believe you are so old-fashioned in your thinking.
I said no and it's no, and I'm too busy to have this argument.
Fine.
You have to be here with me. I'm fine by myself.
I'm here because you're having lunch at Wolfie's after. Did you see him? Total fruitcake. We're talking serial murderer. Well, if somebody tries to murder a serial, he should see a psychiatrist.
I'll just leave you the brochure.
Can you believe that man? He actually thought he was going to help us. Well, he did have one good idea.
What was that?
Cheesecake.
You know, Dorothy, to this day, I cannot understand what you ever saw.
Let me handle this. Rose, you obviously had a very traumatic childhood. Now, I need to hear your whole life. I want you to start at the beginning and tell me your first memory.
Ma, I'm sorry. I didn't want your last days to be like this.
Close your eyes and think back. What do you see?
Hate to admit it, but you look good.
Well, wish me luck.
Stanley, why don't you come back here in about an hour?
Why?
It'll take me a while to get ready.
Oh, thank you, Dorothy.
Besides, I'll need someone to fasten my pearls.
Oh, Blanche, we don't have anything to worry about. If we give that baby love and attention and understanding, it'll turn out fine.
That's beautiful.
Besides, what does Spock know about raising babies? On Vulcan, all the kids are born in pods.
Try to explain why we did it.
No, leave me alone.
Now, just be a second.
Rose, we are not leaving this spot until we talk this out. I don't care if it takes all night.
How could you do this to me? I thought you were my friend.
We are, Rose, and what we did out of friendship.
Friendship? You made me look
I felt like you're stuck in a rut, going through the motions with no joy or pleasure or excitement.
Sure, that was my sex life with your father.
Mom, my job is routine. I have virtually no social life, and nothing interests me. My life has just become dull and boring.
Where's that sense of fun?
In a museum, so I understand these things. You see now, for instance, this slash of color of red across the bottom, well, that represents the setting sun, and this jagged blue line, now that signifies the ocean. And then this spot of orange up here in the corner, that stands for the planets and man's eternal struggle against nature and the
Cup of tea.
Oh, sure as Stanley. Anything you want, sweetheart.
Dorothy, come on, you have to start being nice to her, otherwise she's not going to give us that money.
Look, you ask her for it. She wouldn't refuse you.
You've got to do it, Dorothy. It would break Mama's heart if she knew I was a failure. To her, I have the business sense of a Rockefeller, the looks of a Gary Cooper.
We can do that. Wait. But I didn't get my New Year's kiss, and it's almost midnight. Darn it. I gotta kiss somebody at midnight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My name isn't Sophia Pahawkins.
Excuse me.
Rose, what the hell is going on?
Much, much smaller.
But bigger than a flea circus.
Tell me, Rose, did they ever shoot a herring out of a cannon?
Rose. And this is Sophia. What seems to be her problem?
Well, her blood pressure is up, and she's a little pale and a little tired.
Is she presently on any medication?
Yes, to control her blood pressure.
How long has she been on that medication?
What am I, 2 years old? I don't know my own symptoms. I've lived in this body since I was born. If something...
Rose, how was dinner with Buzz?
He asked me to go to Europe with him.
Rose, what about Miles?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. For some reason, Buzz just doesn't want to take Miles with us.
I was the one who stole the Montgomery Clift poster off her wall when she left for college.
Ma, what are you doing up?
Someone left the lock off my cage.
Walking around saying, how does she do it? Ma, you're cut off.
I had to see you.
Well, I can't do this. You're just going to have to get yourself another henny penny.
Rose, honey, there's no reason to be upset about Henny Penny. Fairy tale.
Dorothy?
Oh, girls, let's stop sitting around here moping. Now that painting isn't so bad. If you stare at it long enough, it almost looks good.
I tell myself that every week after 30-something.
Isn't that right, girls?
I have no idea who this woman is. I bought these for my brother.
Rose?
I was never so embarrassed in my entire dirty movies.
I'm going to bed.
Me too. I think I'll call it a night.
Dorothy, do you really think you ought to sleep in the same bed as Sophia? You could get that cold.
You know, you're right, Blanche. Ma, you sleep in your own room. Jean can sleep in my room tonight.
You're letting the sick old woman sleep in her own bed with her own pillow?
Starting Tuesday. And Blanche is busy with her granddaughter. And Rose is... Well, I think a nurse is the way to go.
I don't need a nurse. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
Oh, really? Then why have you been running me ragged doing things for you?
Honestly, it tickles me.
Look, Ma, I'm higher risk to kidney stone. I had it appraised. I mean, this went on for 2 years before he found a cure.
What was it?
A blonde stewardess with a butt that would have made Gandhi throw in the towel.
So, Rose, you gotta...
I lied, there is no service entrance. A piece of good luck just fell in my lap. 3 strangers who cluck. Well, it's their mishap. These friends who dropped in don't look suspicious, but check out my grin. They look delicious.
Call 911. Call 911. 911.
It's 911.
Give me the fire department.
Who did this to you?
The Sandinistas. Why would they do this? Because I knew too much. Meryl did this about an hour ago. Meryl?
Oh, are you all right? What did Merrill do?
He came looking for Blanche. I held out as long as I could.
Oh, my God. How did he make you talk?
We should blow out those candles before Mr. Hickenlooper has the entire volunteer fire brigade up here pumping water on my clean kitchen floor. I swear that man will look for any excuse to make that siren sound through his nose. Inga Lundqvist told me just this last week. I know. Shut up, Rose and Blanche.
Who is it?
It's Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Priscilla, you're getting married tomorrow. You should be in bed.
There's not going to be a wedding.
The hell there isn't. Sorry, dear, you were saying.
Ramon and I had a fight. I decided I'm not going to marry him.
Oh, honey, not in every position more than
My position?
Oh, goodness, no. The goddess position. We have our problems, too.
Especially when the goddess is twice the size she used to be.
What up reminiscing. You know how it is when old pals get together. Excuse us.
Well, that's that. How does it feel to have your butt whipped?
Well, sometimes I find it
Here's a good idea, Blanche. If you really want to be safe, why don't you let us come with you?
Okay, you can all come, but you have to promise me you won't do anything to embarrass me.
I promise.
Oh, I promise. I'll try, but if they serve me cauliflower, it's in God's hands.
Self-portrait, so interesting.
You're here.
Yes.
Gee, out of 3 noses, why did you keep the biggest?
All the galleries make the same mistake. They've hung it upside down.
Oh, then those aren't noses.
I guess that's why I feel so insecure about being a wife. I want to be a good wife.
You're really crazy about the guy.
Head over heels in love. I feel like a teenager. He's smart, he's funny, and the best lover I've ever had.
You haven't slept around much.
Something blue?
Here.
Oh, this is blue. These earrings are old. They were my grandmother's. Thank you.
Here, I borrowed these knee-high surgical stockings on the bus.
Here, Lorraine.
That's everything but the new.
What is taking so long? It's been hours. Took me 3.5 days to have Dorothy. I finally coaxed her out with a pork chop.
You know, Ma, you're really making me feel very bad. You keep telling me how hard it was and how long it...
In a minute, Sophia keeps coming up with excuses not to go shopping. I'm ready, Rose. Sophia, what's the matter? I saw the doctor yesterday and I can't talk about it. Let's go to the mall.
Wait a minute. What is it, Sophia?
All right, you dragged it out of...
Dipped his toes in the lake known as Blanche.
That wasn't stupid enough to deserve a hit?
You know what I'm gonna do? Put your...
You're the damn liar. I wouldn't sleep with you if you were the last man in creation. Now, why did you lie?
Well, the reason is I was trying.
Why?
It all started...
Why?
Nobody ever listens to me.
Quit whining, you wimp, and tell me why you lied.
That is the reason. Nobody ever listens to me. They never have. I'm a wimp, just like you said.
Funeral.
Yeah, but Pop wasn't.
Of course not. He hated your Uncle Mario. Everyone hated your Uncle Mario. That's how he died. 23 stab wounds during a block party and nobody saw a thing.
Pop left a scared, sick 5-year-old all alone at the hospital. Said he had to go to work.
Oh, babe. The ones I gave you?
No, sweetheart. The real ones.
Explain it to me again,
Oh, I'd love to, Barbara. Thank you.
Anything for a friend. Ciao.
Ciao.
And goodbye to you too, Barbara. Dorothy, the masquerade ball is Friday night. You know how much it means to me. I'm counting on you to be the rear end of my horse.
Rose.
Here's the old tree house. Oh, gee, when I was a kid, my best friend Ingrid and I used to go up there all the time. Oh, gosh, I miss her. I haven't talked to her in ages. Well, why don't you give her a call? Well, maybe I will. Sure. Hey!
Woman's attention. It won't be because of what is in that bottle. But if it does, I'll sell my mother for an ounce. Girls, look what I found under my bed.
Gee, that's something to calm down. Well, I can't help it. Funeral homes give me the willies. That's why I've always avoided them. I've only been to 2 funerals in my entire life, and I'm 45 years old.
You're such a liar.
All right, then 3 funerals. The point is, let's hurry up and get out of here.
Hello.
Oh, I'm all right. I'll take Tails.
Okay. Tails, you win.
I'll make it up to you, Dorothy, I promise. Listen, if there's ever a night where you can't sleep, I'll come to your room and sing Kumbaya.
Rose, I don't know what to say. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, come on, Ma, you can't be serious.
Sarah is dying. It's terrible, but I can't change that. And I really care for Marvin. And if we can all be happy together and not be alone, what's wrong with that?
Oh my God, he's just the sexiest man in television. And Burt Reynolds is the sexiest man in the movies. Oh, I cannot believe this. All that manliness in one room, in one crowded room, one hot, crowded room. Everybody's steamy bodies all pressed up against each other.
Blanche. Relax, you're about to set off the smoke detector. Companionship or love, I wish I could do something.
Start a club. Dorothy, how things go tonight?
I am so happy that I volunteered.
Dress at 7:30 for a dinner date. So which one of you really is Dorothy's boy now?
I am Dorothy's best friend, Blanche. I'm filling in for her because she's dead.
Dale, at least you remember what's important. You remember the kiss. Our first kiss. Well, this doesn't make any sense. Rose, maybe you don't remember because you've suffered some brain damage.
Greetings, boys and girls. Coffee is hot. A stove is hot. Angie Dickinson is hot. Very funny, Mr. Stage Manager. And now, boys and girls, we're going to
Relationship. And from the sparks of that conflict rise the flames of desire. Flames that ignite in an uncontrollable frenzy of lust, passion, and ecstasy. I'm sorry, where was I?
And see?
Girls?
Would you all like to stay here with us?
Here? Gee, that didn't even cross my mind. What do you think, Max?
Well, there's no pool.
All right. We'll stay, but only for a couple of days. Get the bags, Pumpkin. He likes to eat
I
breakfast.
didn't realize baby was such an inconvenience. I'm sorry. I'll call my relatives and see if somebody can take him off my hands.
Him and the $100,000. Remember, Blanche, the pig is going to drop any day.
Rose, come back here, honey. I guess maybe I was a little bit too hasty.
Spill the beans, I'll give you my most prized possession.
Oh, no, Rose, I couldn't do that. I couldn't accept your favorite album, Hans Klebner Meyer Yodel's Beethoven. No, thank you anyway, Rose. Actually, I am going to tell you what I'm getting Ma because I need your help. Wait.
Sophia, how did you do? Great. Easily a personal best.
Oh, tell us what happened.
It was electric. The starter fired his pistol into the air, and like a shot, I left half my competition in the dust.
You were that fast?
No, it was the over 80 category. Most of them dropped from fright.
Stand still until I leave. Don't make a move, old lady.
Nice way to talk to your mother, pussycat. Who is it?
Put these on and find out.
My glasses! Where did you find them?
I'm afraid Dreyfus was the culprit. He got them off.
Churches, and then a separate Protestant heaven with people and cows and horses. And then a Jewish heaven with libraries and furriers.
You're starting to annoy me. You shouldn't annoy a sick person.
Oh, Sophia, I'm sorry. Girls, come look at the tree. Oh, isn't it breathtaking?
Oh, it sure is.
And now it's always going to be there. And all because of Mrs. Claxton.
Yeah, you know, I guess you were right all along, Rose. Mrs. Claxton did have a reason for being here.
You'd have time if I hadn't faked that heart attack.
My life will be ruined if this ever gets home to St. Olaf.
What'll they do, Rose? Revoke your ice fishing license? Take back your helmet with the horns? I mean, I'm the injured party. Obviously, I'm destined to never see Frank Sinatra face to face. Gloria tells me you're going to go live with her.
That's right. I think it's best.
Well, isn't that kind of a fast decision?
Why, you think I'm making a mistake?
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, you know, not if you think it's best.
What do you think?
Well, I can understand why you'd want to live with her. I mean, she can...
Sophia, we've come this far. Just think about the money. Think about it so hard that you block out everything else. Especially him.
Hi, I'm Timmy. What's your name?
None of your business. Leave her alone.
Ma, the nurse wants... I can't let him.
Hey, I let you have the Donatello triplets. A deal is a deal.
Sophia, Alfonso will only embarrass himself.
Oh, please, if he was worried about being embarrassed, he wouldn't walk around with that much hair in his ears. Besides, he called his old vaudeville partner, and they perfected one of their old tricks.
And you...
My final words were, thank you, baby, glue, glue, glue.
How did you die, Dorothy?
Well, you know that sign at the gorilla cage at the zoo, do not lean over the fence?
Yeah?
They mean it. Does not want us to say a word about this to anyone until we hear from him again. Not a word. Is that understood?
Yes.
I thought I heard voices in here. What you girls doing?
Oh, nothing. We're just sitting talking.
Blanche, look at this picture. Man's body was washed ashore on the beach last night.
Oh, how hot.
I think it is painfully clear that Philip and Gloria both planned murders and each meant to pin it on the other. They knew that the lights would be turned off when the cake appeared because that happens every year. Coincidence? Ha! Siblings often think alike.
You've given us a who, a how.
12 gross for my supplier in Germany. Everything's getting out of East Berlin except my fire engines. They didn't get here till last night.
Come on, Stanley, you've been down before. This is the nature of your business. Why don't you go home and enjoy Christmas and face the future tomorrow?
I can't go home.
The best thing that's happened to me since I met George. I'm just a stupid old fool, sitting up all night with a broken heart.
Blanche Devereaux, I cannot believe what I am hearing. You are the prettiest, most vibrant, most exciting woman I know. She has a cramp, you pea-brain!
All that money and we only went twice. Can you believe it?
What are you cooking now, Ma?
A Petrillo family delicacy. Double fudge, amaretto, ricotta cheesecake. What's in it? This cake is so you would take you out on holidays.
That wasn't my dream.
Oh, yeah, right. That was my life.
Ma, please, for the 100th time, Shady Pines was a beautiful retirement village.
Sure, sure. And Attica's known for its top-notch tennis facilities. Here. Take us someplace decent.
Look, Rose, I made it perfectly clear to Caroline how I feel about you.
Maybe Caroline is right. Your wife died such a little while ago. Maybe I am taking it. You know what I do when I need a shot of self-esteem?
Yeah, you put on that dopey "it's okay to be me" sweatshirt, go lock yourself in the bathroom, and then like a moron kiss yourself silly in the mirror.
Well, I guess I'll be back in there again tonight.
Oh, Sophia, do you know Rennie back?
Do you have any idea how much that hurts? Ladies and gentlemen, Roy Orbison.
Carla, you got lots of spirit, just like your beautiful mama.
Thank you.
This has gone far enough.
What's gone far enough?
I was talking to her. Look, from now on, she'll be Ma number 1, and you're Ma number 2. I think I'm slowly going out of my mind.
All right. Enough. Tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital and have a blood...
Oh, a girl never had a better friend than Trudy McMahon. What, Ma?
Oh, nothing. My underwear just hiked up on me. Right while you were lying.
Why? Why do you say I'm lying?
A girl never had a better friend than Trudy McMahon. Somebody here doesn't...
Me crazy.
Oh, I know. Me too.
What do you say we go away, just the two of us for a few days?
I say yes.
How about we go to the Bahamas?
All right. I gotta tell you.
And she and my granddaughter Sarah are coming to visit in a couple of days. I've never been so happy.
Janet, isn't she the daughter who hates you?
Well, that didn't last long, did it? Oh, no, she doesn't really hate me, Sophia. We just don't see eye to eye. But now this is my big chance. Girls, you've got to help me. What is something the three of us could do together?
Well, I vote no.
Well, I agree with Ma. I mean, why should we get involved in something that might be dangerous?
Dorothy, if it was going to be dangerous, they wouldn't let us get involved.
Blanche has a point. And besides, if anything happens, we've got the police right here with us. Mediocre.
I understand Marilyn Quayle feels the same way.
So she asked her fairy godmother to grant Tunder the ability to perform incredible feats of magic, and her wish was granted.
No, Blanche is talking about...
A Nestle's Crunch?
One over.
Enema bag?
To the right.
Didn't you, Grip?
Condoms, Rose! Condoms! Condoms! Condoms!
Wow, in 20 minutes we'll be in St. Gustav. And then we'll hop on a train for Zumbro Falls, and we'll grab the shuttle. By my estimation, we should be in St. Olaf in a couple of days.
Days?
It was a tragedy. She was my only real competition. Dead. Muffin?
It seems that before I returned the dress, I was so busy putting the price tags back on, I neglected to remove the dry cleaning tag. Not only did they refuse to take the dress back, the store manager had the gall to accuse me of being dishonest.
What are you talking about?
I am giving up the physical side of my life. After what I've been through, I cannot trust myself to climb the heights of passion anymore because I can't be sure of ever getting back again.
I know you have to be concerned about the...
You didn't.
Well, I was teaching English lit at the time. Symbolism was my life.
I understand what you went through, Dorothy. I remember how I felt when I thought Charlie was cheating on me.
Charlie?
Hiya, Ma. How you doing?
Oh, Ma, I feel dizzy. Oh, there's a pain going up my arm, my chest. Ma! Oh.
Will you answer the door, Dorothy, please?
Ma, it's my heart.
It's going to keep on smiling.
Rose, you're sick as a dog. How could you be so disgustingly cheerful?
It's my folks' medicine book. It has the most wonderful hot toddy recipe. Here, taste.
Rose, this stuff should have an octane rating.
Sophia, this is serious, honey. According to this book, if Rose doesn't confront Dr. Norgan, she could take her hostilities out on us.
Tunnels. He'll have to drive through tunnels.
Cheesecake. Good idea. Now we can be old and fat.
You and Miami's own Sophia Petrillo.
He's way behind in the polls, but the election is 2 days away and a lot can happen in 2 days.
Well, I, for one, am going to do everything in my power to get Gil elected.
Oh, fine, you can start by taking this folder he left over to his house.
On the other hand, why should I deprive Rose of a chance to be...
I was too shocked and I didn't know how to tell him. And to tell the truth, I don't even know what I want to tell him.
What do you mean?
I mean that I am totally confused about what I feel.
Hi, Stan.
Hello, Stan.
Blanche, our photograph.
Yeah, well, I want to have a... The three of us were getting ready to go away on that Valentine's Day cruise with our steadies.
Oh, I remember that. And we were picking up some last-minute odds and ends at the drugstore.
Okay, we have the suntan lotion, chapstick, and half a dozen cheap tawdry romance novels.
Well, then we're all set. We have everything we need for the...
Anybody seen my purse?
Oh, God, Mom, how could you do this?
Relax, Dorothy. I probably left it at Sonny's place.
Of course you did, right next to his body.
How did you know?
It's all over the front page of today's paper.
Oh, that's not Sonny. That's a dead guy.
Of course he is. I couldn't buy your car. Oh, it's not my type. I want a car that says practical. Your car says available.
Well, just take off my personalized plates. Rose, I tell you what.
Take the car for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, just try it out. Why, don't you look lovely?
Thank you. I have a date.
Oh, I see. Anybody I know?
His name is Robert. He lives in a castle.
A castle? Oh, that's very exciting. Would you like some help with your makeup?
Okay.
You know, I used to go out with a Robert. His father owned the movie house. You don't have to eat that cake.
Why do I get the feeling you three are most happy about the last part?
Oh, you mean us have some cake? Honey, we can't do that. We're dieting.
Sure smells good, though.
Looks even better.
Bet you it tastes even better than that.
You three are dieting. I'm throwing it away.
Don't! Oh, now this is ridiculous. Look, I do not want two grown men fighting over me.
Pussycat, how many chances are you going to get?
Proceed.
What? You're under arrest.
Arrest? What's the charge?
Well, I don't have time to list all of them.
And Perry Simon, and they said, you know, we had our affiliates convention in Miami, and Selma Diamond and
one of the other actresses on one of their series, did this thing where they thought Miami Vice was Miami, not Doris Roberts.
Bobby, does your mama know you carry that gun?
Blanche, I'm a grown man. I don't have to have her permission. Although, to be honest, she's not thrilled about it.
That's because she loves you. I know I'd be a nervous wreck if Matthew were a police officer. I worry about him enough as it is, and he's a CPA. Dipped his toes in the lake known as Blanche.
That wasn't stupid enough to deserve a hit?
You know what I'm gonna do? Put your...
It's a devotion for that windmill. It's a love for that windmill. And as God is our witness, we are going to save that windmill.
It's a lighthouse, Blanche. We're saving the McKinley Lighthouse.
That I saw.
That's the one. We're going to make the...
Although it's not really a prerequisite because I have been known to date a guy on life support. But the trouble with dating a guy on life support is that you always have to go to his place. Every guy has an angle.
And that... This was for you, but it's so cute. Now it's for me. This is for you.
Edible panties. Oh, what a lovely sentiment. Thank you.
You really like them?
Oh, like them. I love them. In fact, I may have the waistband with a...
I can't help it. I'm so upset. Seeing my sorority sisters was just dreadful.
Oh, what happened?
It was just as if time had stood still for 30 years. Every woman there looked wonderful. They'd hardly aged at all.
I saw a movie like that once. All the women were sucked up into flying saucers.
Try 10 days without a bowel movement sometime.
Everybody thinks I'm crazy. Maybe I am.
There's nothing wrong with you, Dorothy, except what happens to all of us. In case you haven't noticed, you're not 30.
Dorothy could be dying and they just don't know it.
I'm paying my daughter a visit. For Mother's Day? Me too. Oh, not just my daughter. All of my children. They chipped in and paid for my trip from Miami. They figured it'd be cheaper for me to come here than for all of them to fly there. They figured that out?
For one thing, I always wanted to be a ballerina.
Please, with those legs?
Come on out, Salvador. I got more bread waiting for you.
Ma, I got news for you. I don't think it would have been any easier for you to break into ballet at 48.
That's not the point. I'd still have 2 more years to dream. Hey, can I see you for a minute?
Yes, Ma, what is it?
That guy over there, is he a midget?
Yes.
Thank God, I thought I was having another stroke.
Oh, my goodness, I didn't realize it was getting so late.
Here you go, Padre. Thanks for everything.
Brother, can you spare? I'd be perfect for this job. You see, I am the battered consumer. I drive a gremlin, for God's sake. I'll tell you what I'll do. Will you accept the test? You bet. One of the most important parts of this job...
Let me have this, baby. I'll run down and get you some ice cream.
When are you going to stop treating me like a child?
Oh, somebody's grumpy.
I want her out of here.
Well, Becky, you don't mean that.
Oh, right, I'm in a real joking mood. Now get out.
Becky!
You're not helping, Mom.
A bottle of Chanel No. 5.
Perfume or cologne?
Cologne.
Forget it.
I'll introduce you to all of Jeffrey's naval officer friends. Some of them have been at sea for more than 6 months.
Just make yourself comfortable. Tough room, but don't worry, I'm highly qualified. By the way, what actually does an activities director do?
Well, basically, you'll pop in the video rental, be a force for bridge, a buddy,
you do well, we'll have trouble telling you from the other residents.
I could do that.
Good. Well, if you need me, I'll be in my office. Oh, by the way...
Of course, it wasn't really the wilderness. He'd drive in circles for about 20 minutes and then end up in the woods just beyond the barn. It was years before all the kids caught on to Dad's trick.
What do you mean, just beyond the barn?
Here we are. He says my heart is a time bomb. But don't be concerned. Except for the fact that I've only made love in one position, I've led a very full life. Let's go.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't there something we can do?
He says any little shock or surprise and it's kaboom.
Must have swum from Normandy, across the Atlantic, up the St. Lawrence Seaway, into the Great Lakes, and then over to Minnesota.
And what did you think, Rose?
Well, I know those little guys are supposed to be good swimmers.
Rose, can I speak to you for a moment?
Oh, sure, Dorothy, excuse me.
Rose, there was something very odd about that all-female jazz band.
What?
They're all men.
I just thought they were really...
You're not a grown woman. Just because the plumbing's in doesn't mean the house is ready to occupy.
I think I know what you're getting at.
Good, because I really didn't make that up myself. I heard it on This Old House.
Well, I tried talking to my father, but he just went all crazy.
It's a hell of an illusion. Maybe we should just saw her in half.
Excuse me, I'll get the coffee.
Dinner was delicious, Rose. What was it?
It's a Scandinavian specialty, Kaldormar.
How'd the taste?
Refreshing, clear, clean.
Would you buy this water?
Sure, why not?
We're rich. We're rich. It comes from the hose out back. Move over, Perrier. Petrillo water is on the way. I know what you're going to say. Another one of my get-rich-quick schemes.
Blaze his. His dog lifted his leg on an electric fence. Poor Sparky. To show him how sorry I am, I'm going to go to the pound and get him another pet.
Rose, I really think...
Rose! Don't talk to me. Don't try to cheer me up. Just leave me alone. I am angry, and I'm going to stay angry. Stop it! Dorothy, it just doesn't make sense. Why was While you were sleeping, I've been thinking, and there's something I really have to know. You said you chose God. How could you do that when it meant giving up your own child?
Rose, I never knew there was a child. It was only after you were living with the Lindstroms that I found out what happened to Ingrid. By then, I didn't want to interfere with your new life, too.
But that's the silliest thing I ever heard. Feeling guilty for sharing a little kiss with a friend?
Well, see, she's right. There's nothing wrong with kissing a friend.
Or a stranger? Who knows why we acted like we did? Dorothy, here's something that'll get your mind off Stan. According to my calculations, allowing for overhead tonight brought in a grand total of $50. No, $500. No, $5,000. $50,000.
Who's Guido Spirelli? Guido Spirelli was my first husband in Sicily. It was an arranged marriage I had annulled. I left him a broken man. And I vowed one day I would make amends.
You know, Sophia, finding this list was a sign. You must make things right with that man. Now go to your room and write him a long letter. Fatal mistake.
I just wanted to hear someone say I love you to me one more time.
Oh, Ma. Would it make you feel better if I told you I love you?
Yeah, all of a sudden I feel like singing. Take me to a piano bar. I'm going to sleep. If Tony calls...
Come on in, Ed. My roommates are still out shopping, so we have the place to ourselves. Now it's time to find out who's naughty or nice.
have the best time Christmas shopping today, Dorothy.
Besides, I believe there's no return clause on fighters. Unless you're Robin Givens.
Ma, this isn't making any sense.
It's all legit. I checked it out.
Well, look, if you don't mind, we're going to make a few phone calls of our own in the morning to try to find out what this is all about. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous.
Fine.
Always the work of Jay Sandridge. And Jay did that pilot, which we saw, and he set a template. He set a rhythm and a pace and a dynamic, which I was very fortunate to be able to emulate. And I owe him a great debt of gratitude and probably a great deal of money, but he'll settle for the gratitude. So that's my response to seeing that pilot again.
I can understand why you'd be a little nervous.
Oh, you know, no matter how many times you have to go through something like this, I guess you're never really prepared for it. Look at me. My hands are shaking. I'm sweating. My head is spinning. I wish I could be only a little nervous.
Dr. Watkins to OR, Dr. Watkins.
Because Miles can love me in a way that he can't right now.
There you go, Rose.
That must be Miles. I told him to come over so I could explain.
You said you wanted to see me?
Yes. I'm sorry. Look, we have to do something about the roof. It's getting worse.
Forget it. You know how Blanche is. She'll wait for the ceiling to cave in on her before she'll do anything.
Blanche, listen, we really have to talk about the roof.
Dorothy, I already called the repair man. Last night, the damn ceiling caved in on my bedroom. Not the...
Fine. You were saying?
I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is I've waited all my life to find someone like Stan. That's my fiancé.
I know.
You do?
I feel. How do you feel?
No, you don't. See, I've never been married before, except to my career.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hi, Rose. Rose, do you know offhand if 911 is the right number?
Oh, God. This brings out the artist in me.
I've learned to cope with just about anything.
You know, when I was in college, I taught school part-time at one of those schools for the blind. It is really amazing what they can accomplish.
Oh, I went to one of those schools for a little while. It's just a lot of talking and hand-holding. Never been so bored in my life. I think I'm just the kind of person that likes to get it.
And a movie will cheer you up.
What are you seeing? Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
You have to see 1, 2, and 3 to appreciate it.
No, Rose, it stands alone.
Hi, everybody.
Jenny!
Jenny, what are you doing home from school? Anyway, he tells me to sniff his carnation for good luck. I take one whiff, and bingo.
Ah, he squirted your dress with ink.
Actually, it was Del Monte prune juice. It's free at the center. It's a come-on. They make their real money on the padded toilet seat rentals.
So what happened to your clothes?
He wants to cut it down.
Now, look, 60 people live on that block, and all of them have signed this petition to save the tree.
Concrete's cleaner. They'll get used to it.
Mrs. Claxton, please.
I also have pictures of the tree that I'd like you all to take a look at.
You want to look at pictures? I've got pictures.
Yes, it is. Where did I go wrong with you?
You didn't. You're a great mother.
If I were a great mother, you would be graduating from medical school, not playing doctor with my best friend's daughter here in this house.
Mom, sorry. I know it wasn't the right time or place, and it ended up embarrassing you, Grandma, and your friends.
You're a lousy photographer. Who is that?
Uncle Vittorio.
His head's cut off. How can you tell?
Because that's exactly how he looked in the morgue after he turned state's evidence against Benny the Blade.
Oh, Ma, this is so special, spending this time together.
Yeah, right.
With him because he already knows so much about me.
Yeah, but Rose, do you love him?
I think so.
What about money?
Everyone loves money.
Oh, I mean, have you talked about financial arrangements? Now, if you were getting married, you could have a prenuptial agreement, but just living together, all you can do...
Total strangers, it's disgusting.
It's sickening.
It's terrible. Yoo-hoo!
Blanche, would you please get away from that window for 2 seconds?
Come here a minute. I want you to see this guy playing volleyball.
Blanche, will you stop acting like a teenager? You have seen naked men before. What is the big deal? Woo.
It wasn't such a bad thing to do. The stuff tasted great, and Salvador decided to market it. At first, it didn't move so well. Linguine with ear salve on a menu doesn't look too appetizing. But once he changed the name to pesto sauce, it moved like hotcakes.
Are you making...
Like me. No wonder I can't concentrate. I need a break. I need a change of scenery. I need to hit Wally's bar for ladies' night. I'll see y'all later. Don't you girls wait up.
Hold it, Blanche. I don't think you should go anywhere till you finish your homework.
Oh, I'll just be gone a few hours.
We'll get right back here.
I just don't believe these stories you tell, Rose.
The other tragic aspect was the IRS was waiting at the cemetery to arrest Gustav's partner, Bergstrom. So Bergstrom killed himself right then and there by grabbing the gun from Sheriff Tokvist and shooting himself.
Afternoon. Sure, I can hold. Blanche, every time I turn around, you have the baby in your arms.
I think it's just amazing. Every time I pick her up, she stops fussing and goes right back to sleep.
But you shouldn't do that. The baby won't get used to sleeping alone.
Well, you never get used to sleeping alone. I haven't.
He outran enemy fire at Iwo Jima, but phlebitis is the enemy he couldn't outrun tonight. And now, it's time to tango.
Blanche, I can't. Normally I wouldn't be this concerned, but her resistance is very low. That, coupled with her age, makes these next few hours extremely critical. Are you saying that my mother could die? We're doing everything possible. All we can do right now is wait and see how she responds to treatment. Can I see her? Not until she's out of intensive care. The best thing you can do now is go home and get some rest.
Is product testing. I will give you a test to do at home. You will bring in the results and I will see how you do. But I must warn you, both Enrique Mas and Enrique Mas demand that the results be accurate in every detail.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Moss.
You can call me Enrique.
No, I don't think I can.
I won't go if you don't want me to, but I do want to go, so can I?
Would your mother let you go?
No.
Then go.
Thank you. Oh, you're the best. I'll see y'all later.
Isn't she something? I'm really proud of her. Now, if I could just manage to rope myself a doctor that easily.
Look, I'm sorry, Uncle Angelo. We had a fight.
I know, and I want to go to bed, so you two kids, please, make up.
Yeah, fine, we're made up.
Thank you. Good night, the sweet dreams.
Physical. Eddie is the greatest lover I have ever had.
Come on, Dorothy. If we're going to do this, you have to tell me the truth.
No, I am telling you the truth. Honey, there is more to Eddie than meets the...
I'll say a week to be 100.
Fine, I'll wipe it off. Tomorrow, I'll be in a wheelchair.
Good night, Pop.
Good night. Keep it up, I'll be the Dramamine.
Crooked plumbers.
Lady, what are you trying to say?
Get out.
All right. I guess you ladies are going into your feminist phase a little late in life. Well, I'll go. You'll call me back. You know why? Because as we say in the plumbing game...
The nerve of that man, trying to intimidate us. You were asleep.
You never know. You girls shouldn't sit out here in the sun.
Blanche, we've been so worried about you.
I know.
Oh, I'm so glad you're out.
I'm sorry if I worried you.
Oh, sweetheart, how are you?
I'm okay.
I can't use it. Moving on.
Well, if you think of anything else, please give me a call. I have to be at the courthouse at 2:45.
There's no one in the place except you and me. That's what we were singing that night. We were having a couple of NyQuil shooters and singing.
For anything. I love you. Good God, you're as pretty now as the day we met. You remember that first day we met?
The University Club cotillion. Our eyes met, and I knew you were the only man for me. So when it was ladies' choice, I sent my fiancé off for some punch.
If you want to see it. Well, graduation day came and everybody was there. The mayor was there, his wife, old Johansson, young Johansson, big and little Gustav, the Stringmeyer twins, Fat Jerry. Will you get to the point, Rose? Buried him.
I mean, what did you do the next day when you had to start putting your life together?
I couldn't do it. I'd been a housewife for 32 years. I totally depended on Charlie.
Yeah, but the point is, eventually you did what you had to do. You took care of yourself. Sweetheart, you're now...
The producers of the show were kind enough to send over the clothes that he was planning to wear here tonight.
Girls, before she announces the winner, I do.
No one can help you with that decision, Dorothy. I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I won't be around forever. I'd like to know there was someone here to love you and take care of you like you take care of me. Maybe he could give you a bigger allowance. I mean, it's nice now and then to buy something that's not generic.
Dorothy Zbornak. This is my mother, Sophia Petrillo. Remember we spoke on the phone about sharing the house?
Come in.
Move in this house and you'll die an agonizing death.
Thank you, Madam Zelda. Goodbye. Oh, ladies, I'm sorry, honey. Now, come on and tell me why you need this favor.
No way. You'll only laugh.
Now, stop it, Dorothy. I really do want to help you if I can.
Yeah, we're not monsters. We promise not to laugh. Right?
Well, all right. I want you to go out with my blind date tonight because... Listen, we are not going to stand by and just let you give up. We're going to figure out what it is you're doing wrong on these interviews. Then we're going to fix it, and we're going to try to get you some more appointments.
Appointments are the easy part. I've got one tomorrow. I'd kill for this job. All you have to do is find a rhyme for orange. What rhymes with orange?
Cheesecake?
Orange cheesecake. Orange cheesecake. I suppose that could work.
I meant to eat, Rose.
How come you're not walking at the piano?
We're blocked.
I've been having good luck with Tank, immediately followed by a granola bar.
I think I must have been about 10 years old in this when Big Daddy just taught me how to ride a horse.
You were quite a little porker back then, weren't you?
I was a little chunky, that's all.
Blanche, the horse's eyes are crossed.
I don't know this place.
Lillian, it's okay.
And I don't know you.
Lillian, I'm Dorothy, and this is Sophia. We're your friends. We brought you here from the home last night.
Then to live until I'm 80.
What?
Don't you see, Rose? I'm a man living on a fixed income. All of a sudden, I'm afraid. I mean, I'll be retiring soon. What if I don't have enough left?
Why didn't you just tell me? I understand what you're going through. All people our age.
Between you and me, pussycat, I believe in miracles. Excuse me, popes hate to be kept waiting.
Good evening. I'm here about the ring.
You're not the pope.
Well, not yet, but like they say, you never know when the smoke will blow your way.
Well, let's see. Is it something that floats?
Come on, babe, let's go for a spin.
Actually, Stan, there's something I have to talk to you about first.
Oh, we can talk in the car. Come on.
I'll get my purse. I'll meet you outside.
Dorothy, I'm not crazy about you going out with him this way.
Ma, I told you we're just going girls.
Can you imagine being the one to put your mother in jail?
It was just a theory.
Follow that lady to Guilt City.
Now, stop it. Now, stop it. Look, nobody's to blame for this.
She's rationalizing.
Look, instead of pointing fingers, I thought we were going to try to find a way out of this.
Well,
I'd go out with a grandmother. I don't want to go out with someone I can't trust. Goodbye, Blanche.
well, that's that. No use crying. Shall we take the baby to the park?
Why? So you can pick someone else up?
Amen.
Now get back there.
He's here, isn't he?
Who?
Who? Rocco.
Rocco.
Ma, let me refresh your memory. The man you met in the police lineup?
I was at the police station to identify the guy who stole my purse. Rocco was there on a trumped-up charge.
Ma, trapeze.
Excuse me. Did you know that the guy who wrote Silent Night was also the original choice for Potsy on Happy Days?
The mighty have fallen.
This place is always filled with such nice people. Years ago when I, had...
Say, where have you been? Girl, I've been worried sick.
Oh, Blanche, only you could understand what happened. I am in love.
The doctor?
Oh, he took me on his boat for a midnight cruise. It was incredible. I'd only known him a few hours, but the evening was so perfect. Oh, I didn't get any sleep last night, and I have my interview this afternoon.
It just tortures me to know that there's one man out there, one on the face of God's green earth that I cannot have. Especially if he's fat and bald.
Blanche, forget about it.
I can't forget about it. There's only one thing for me to do.
कामाची धामाची माझी दौंडी उठवली कामाची धामाची माझी दौंडी उठवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली तेव्हाच खोललंय अकाउंट त्याला खोलून झाला महिना तिला देतो या रिक्वेस्ट एकीचा रिप्लाय ती येईना तेव्हाच खोललंय अकाउंट त्याला खोलून झाला महिना तिला देतो या रिक्वेस्ट एकीचा रिप्लाय ती येईना पाहून एकीचा डीपी डोळ्यात साठवली पाहून एकीचा डीपी डोळ्यात साठवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली आली रिक्वेस्ट ती वयानं भरली मोठी कोणाच्या लमात पाप देवा घेतो का कसोटी इतक्यात आली रिक्वेस्ट ती वयानं भरली मोठी कोणाच्या लमात पाप देवा घेतो का कसोटी झाला डोक्याला ताप माझ्या कशी बशी मी कटवली झाला डोक्याला ताप माझ्या कशी बशी मी कटवली स्नॅप चाटवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली स्नॅप चाटवर भावानं पोरगी पटवली मला तशीच मिळाली उशिरा का होईना माझी तळमळ कळाली कशी हवी होती मला तशीच मिळाली मयशी केला विषय पूर्ण सनित चिंता मिटवली मयशी केला विषय पूर्ण सनित चिंता मिटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली इंस्टाग्रामवर भावान पोरगी पटवली सोशल मीडियावरती भावान पोरगी पटवली सोशल मीडियावरती भावान पोरगी पटवली